With the Midwest drought reaching record proportions, access to water is a big issue. The state is already embroiled in cases against a handful of local tribes over water rights. And this week, the U.S. Supreme Court decided to hear a case between Texas and Oklahoma dealing with water usage. Dick Pryor spoke with M. Scott Carter, reporter for the Journal Record, about the case and what it means for Oklahoma in the ongoing water wars.
Scott, what's this case all about?
Well, Dick, in 2007, the Tarrant Regional Water District made an application with the Oklahoma Water Resources Board, and at the same time filed a lawsuit in federal court seeking to draw so many billion gallons of water from the Oklahoma side of the Red River. And that lawsuit, that's what that lawsuit is about, is Texas wants to purchase water or access water from the Oklahoma side, and they're citing the Red River Compact, which is a negotiated deal between them and us and Texas and Louisiana and Arkansas.
The state did not want the Supreme Court to take this case. What was the state's argument?
Well, the state's argument boiled down was we can manage our water resources better, and we have this agreement and we're following this agreement.
The Tarrant Regional Water District wanted this case to be heard by the Supreme Court. Where would the water go?
Well, the water would go to flow. They want to tap right around the Hugo area and would go into the North Dallas-Fort Worth area to start. It would go in there to a reservoir.
Why is there such a concern about water from this particular group in this region?
To hear the people from Tarrant talk about it, they have lots of thirsty Texans. The growth in the area, this region is growing and expanding, the population's growing, and that area of the state, according to the Texas officials, uses more than 30% of the state's water in Texas, that Dallas-Fort Worth area. And they need more. They have population. That's what they're saying on the surface. Other people say they want to use it. They want to use it for industrial purposes, such as the oil and gas industry and other industries. They want to use it for fracking, things like that.
Now, the Obama administration also pushed for the Supreme Court to intervene in this case. Why?
The Obama administration filed a brief. The Solicitor General filed a brief urging the court to take up this case and to kind of establish some permanent guidelines for some of these compacts, because there are other compacts in the country that have been negotiated with regards to water rights. But the Solicitor General in this case also told the Supreme Court, when you look at this case, you're also going to have to look at the rights of the tribes. And because our state is home to 38 federally recognized Native American tribes, those rights come into play, and those tribes are not part of the Red River Compact.
How much water would Texas be able to take from Oklahoma if the court finds in their favor?
I think it was like 30 billion acre feet. It's a huge amount.
How does the flow rate of the Red River factor into this case?
Well, Dick, the Red River at times is a river, and at other times it's just kind of a wide stream. And in portions of it, it's very salty in places. Texas claims that the water that they normally can access is too brackish or has too much salt in it to be used for public consumption. And so they're looking for water that's pure and, that bigger quantities of it, which is available further upstream near Hugo. So that's kind of how that plays into this whole issue, is they want a steadier supply that they don't have to spend as much money treating.
How will the Supreme Court's decision likely affect other pending water litigation?
Well, if you look at the key to looking at all that, if you look at the Solicitor General's opinion that he filed urging the court to take that, on page 20, he wrote that the rights of the tribes have to be considered. That issue alone, it's like a potential bombshell in the other lawsuit that the state is dealing with, which was filed by the Chickasaw and the Choctaw Nations against the Water Resources Board. This lawsuit could affect that one. If the court rules one way or another and determines that the rights of the tribes has to be taken into account with any water sales, it's really a game changer for the state and the ongoing negotiations over the purchase of the Sardis Lake Reservoir. So it could have a huge effect. Everybody's kind of holding their breath waiting to see what the Supreme Court's going to do.
M. Scott Carter of the Journal Record, thank you.
Thank you.